Hey gamers, it's me again. You heard me already, I did the previous run, but this time I am going to be hosting for the next run, which will be a very interesting run actually, because not a lot of people, I don't think we've ever really seen this on SAEM, but we are going to be seeing Sonic Battle today. We're going to be seeing Sonic Battle ran by Madtaz64. I know approximately nothing of this game, so that's awesome. I also got an ad from watching SAEM, so that's also awesome. So hi subscribers, I love you. I'll just sort of... We can just sort of go over the talking points for the charity that we are supporting, which is none other than Extra Life and Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. Every hour, Children's Miracle Network's hospital treats 39 kids for diabetes, 39 babies in intensive care units, 92 kids for cancer, 97 kids for surgeries, and 675 kids with trauma. That is a lot that they do, and your donation can help fund their mission. Your donation can help fund their mission as much as they can. So as much as you can. So we're looking to get some good donations here. We had a very strong start already. We are already 210 out of our 500 goal for this event. So keep those donations coming. We'd love to see it, and yeah. We should be getting ready to go very soon for Madtaz's run of Sonic Battle. This will be challenge mode, all characters on 3-ring difficulty. I've never played this game, so I don't know what that means, but we'll get ready to go in not too long now. Alright, I believe the ads have stopped, ? But yep, we'll be getting ready for Madtaz not too long now. In fact, I think we're just about ready to get going with Sonic Battle challenge mode, all characters on 3-ring difficulty even. But yeah, we'll be passing it over to Madtaz now. And we should be live.
Yay! What's up, everyone? My name is Madtaz64. I speedrun a lot of games. Today we're starting Sonic Battle for the GBA. Don't worry, you may have missed Sand Road or whatever it was, but you got Green Hill, everyone's favorite Sonic stage, right? Sorry, I actually had my Game Boy Advance off because I had to boot it, save the battery. But yeah, so today we're gonna be running. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on, sorry, that was a mistake. All right, so as I was saying, today we're gonna be speedrunning challenge mode here. For those who don't know, challenge mode is a side mode on Sonic Battle, and it's kind of like Sonic or Smash Ultimates or like any other fighting game where like you have like different difficulties and different and each character has their own specific pathway, or like 5 different battles for specific to each character. That's why I kind of say it's like Smash Ultimate, because like every casting mode in there is different, but it's a little bit longer than the average category I've ran that speedrun marathons, but it's also a lot less downtime because there's no text, it's just battle. I feel like there's something else I wanted to say, but I guess it's fine. I'll have an entire hour and a half to do that. Yes, colors do weave. Alright, where's my... Why is this keep popping off screen? Okay. Should I give a countdown, or am I just good to go whenever?
Yep, just give us a countdown and we will start the timer.
Alright, cool. Give me a second. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this is 3 ring because it's the most difficult, but also probably the fastest. Like level 1 is, I've tested before, it's extreme, characters are just extremely slow. I guess I'll just mention that, that's the only thing. But yeah, I'm about to start the countdown in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm starting with Knuckles just because he's the hardest to not, like, die for. Give me 1 second. So, I'm going to probably do a lot of talking to explain the battle mechanics between battles. Or I'll try my best during the battle, but it is not exactly easy to talk during these battles. As you can tell, characters don't always cooperate, but this game here features a very specific special move system. The way it works is that when you start a battle, both you and your opponent will choose 3 different special attacks: Shot, Pow, and Set. Where are you? Rouge likes to float around a lot, so you have to like try to deal with that. Here he comes. Shot moves, particularly projectile attacks. Pow moves are usually more direct and physical, while Set moves are just traps. The order you choose them in determines what type of a special attack it will be. Oh my god. That's not gonna hit. Ah! Okay, it's fine. I should probably mention that the goal for these battles, or each battle, is going to be, like, get 10 kills. There are 3 different types of battle sets. I'll explain more about that later. But yeah, the order you choose them in, let's see, determines what type of special attack will be, and the only way to change the order is by dying, or it'll let you reselect the move. The first move you select will be your ground special, the second will be your aerial special, and, hold on 1 second. I think I saw that coming. Alright, just gotta wait a little. Second move, your aerial special, and the last move you select will be your guard special. What that last one means is if your opponent uses a ground or aerial special that is the same type of your guard special you choose, you'll automatically guard against it. Okay, I gotta wait now. Oh, for God's sakes, I messed up. Alright, we're gonna do a backup strat here. Alright. Same works in reverse. So, for example, say you're guarding against trap moves, and your opponent lays down a bunch of traps. If you run into them, instead of taking damage, a shield will automatically activate, negating any damage, which you saw happen right there when I accidentally used the wrong guard special on Rouge. Okay, so get you. Well, that's not what I wanted to happen. Alright, that's fine. So the problem is when you're fighting more than one person, if they don't die at the same time, you gotta kind of, okay, cool, that's even better. Sometimes they'll just guard against different things, and it gets really annoying to deal with. I don't even know what they're guarding against. Come over here. So usually you try, when you're doing this, you want to try to make sure that they have the same, they're guarding against the same type of thing. That doesn't always happen, and it gets really annoying to put up with. Okay, now they're back to being synced, so I'm just going to take that while I can. Different characters have different healing properties, like Knuckles one-shot, which I'll explain what the one-shot gauge in a second, heals really fast. Oh, for God's sakes, I should have... whatever. So, what that means is... what I try to do is heal up before they respawn. And then alternate back and forth between which shot I use. So anyways, like I was saying, speaking of the one-shot gauge, that's an important aspect. You'll see it in the top left corner of that bar at the top. If you fill that up, your next special move will be a one-hit KO. There are 4 ways to fill up the meter. First is just by getting hit. Every time you take damage, eighth of that damage taken is... eighth of that damage is... I already forgot what this one's like. Give me a second. Great. See, luckily, Knuckles, if you don't do the specials, you do have powerful moves. But, or if you don't get the guards synced, you do have special moves, but... or you do have powerful moves is what I was trying to say, but... Sorry, I'm trying to talk, but it's like hard to talk and explain things at the same time, or do this well at the same time. Also doesn't help that they kill steal. Can you both die? Can you both die? Can you both die? I just got killed tonight twice. Okay. Come on. You're so... thank you. Oh my god. So yeah, second way is by defending attack, whether auto guarding or from special guard or manually defending attack. Third way is if you get launched into a wall, press the D-pad away from the wall at just the right moment to rebound off of it. Portion of the meter will fill up. Lastly, you get meter by holding down the L button after shielding to fill up the meter as well as heal yourself. Every character hits it, heals at a different speed, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah, so, like, as you might have seen, ideally the strats are, you want to alternate, for a lot of characters, you want to alternate between special and defend, or special, air special and ground special. I gotta be more careful, because he was gonna, I should have known he would do that. But it's not always, it doesn't always work that way. Because sometimes they'll alternate what they guard on, especially when you're fighting more than one person. But you gotta try your best, I guess. Or I gotta, you know, whatever. And 1 second. See if this works. Oh my god, I don't want to be over here. I tried guarding against that, didn't work. Just gotta get one more kill. Hey, Shadow, if you could just get over here, that'd be nice. Or not. I guess I'll just do this the hard way. There we go. Jesus. Yeah, they all have their different stats, and as you notice, Chaos is the slowest character. Even slower than Base Emerald. Okay, look, give me a minute. Like, I'll reread the chat. I needed to... I'll read the chat in a second. I needed to focus on that. Unlike I was mentioning earlier, there's a lot less downtime. So this might be a little harder for me to, like, read the chat as much. Also, it doesn't help that Knuckles is kind of close to bottom tier in this. And it's part of why in my runs I was doing him first, just to get it out of the way, because in my opinion he is one of the hardest characters to use next to Rouge. It's not what I wanted to do. Now Sonic stole my kill. So you get stealing my kill. Okay, it's fine. Actually, because now we're super, so... Oh my... I used the wrong move. The problem with Knuckles' super move is this ground special. It's definitely the most powerful move, but, like, you might notice he just slides sometimes when he uses it, because it just has annoying momentum. Weird momentum physics to it. And it also charges really slow, so... Alright. It would be a lot more easier if we could actually, like, see their health, but... Alright. Okay. That was not my kill. What the hell? Wow. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let me see if I can read the chat real quick. Oh. Alright, now we're done with Knuckles. We got Shadow. Also, hey chat, I'm sort of reading you now.
I'll show you my ultimate power.
So Shadow is one of the, if not the fastest character in the game. I think he actually is the fastest in this game. His strategy is basically you jump, use this, and then kill them, and then alternate into the snapping of the fingers. Shadow is one of the actually top tier characters too. But the one thing about his speed is you might have noticed he slides because of his speed shoes. Annoying. Oh my god. Get over here. What? Oh, right, okay. They're being very uncooperative right now. Get over here. Thank you. Alright, there we go. Now get over here nicely and staying still at the same time. There we go. Beautiful. Shadow's healing for supers is extremely slow, so it's like half the time you don't try to rely on them, like, getting in one shot as much. Yeah, fast besides Ultimate Emerald, probably, most likely. He's definitely has the longest story, but I mean, I guess it's not. So when I do Shadow Story speedrun, I don't really do any of the character speedrun with Base Emerald, because like Base Emerald is just kind of boring to play as. So I guess I can't really relate. But I'm pretty sure I wouldn't enjoy it as much if I didn't. I had to use base emerald. Who's bad? I feel like I had something else to say. How's chat doing today?
Do we have time to read some quick donations?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, I believe this came in right before the run began, but we have $10 from April Samurai with no message. Thank you very much for donating to Extra Life, which is part of Children's Medical Network Hospitals. And yeah, just keep those donations coming. We're already 220 out of $500, so keep the donations coming, and we can see us hitting 500 very soon, which is kind of crazy to think about since this is literally the second run of the event. I'm sure the Sonic Battle love is going quite hard in chat from what I've seen. I've personally never seen this game before, so this looks like a really fun thing to.
Yeah.
It's like a
So.
really fun game.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was all I had to say.
Yeah. So the thing about this game is it got heavily overshadowed. Haha, get it from playing Shadow, but no, it actually got like really overshadowed by Sonic Heroes because it like came out like a week in America. It came out like a week or two before or after Sonic Heroes did, so I think that's part of why. It also doesn't help that the name is literally Sonic Battle, so a weird amount of come on, Gamma. A weird amount of people have just gotten it confused. Like almost every time I've done this run in a marathon, someone's assumed that this was Sonic Adventure 2, which blows my mind. But like during when the game was still being released, I can get the confusion. Where are you, Rouge? I don't want. I'm trying to like make sure I get them both at the same time. Of course, she's shielding it. As you'll learn, Rouge is like one of the most annoying people to fight in this, because she floats after you hit her with most of your attacks. So it just makes the strategy completely different. But don't worry, she's also one of the most annoying people to play as, too. In fact, I think she is bottom tier. From what I remember seeing. 1v1 is mad easy to choose her. Yeah, maybe. You can't really do specials that well. Like, some of the specials, like, there. There we go. It wasn't even worth trying to go for Rouge there. Yeah, there is, like, I mean, it's not a super active scene, but I know there is a battle fighting game scene. There is a Discord I could link later on or something. It's not super active, but if people want to play netplay, it is there for people to do. I was just talking in there yesterday, actually, because they did discover some interesting tech. Because I was like, yeah, there's some interesting tech with, like, running as base emerald, and I was, like, testing with other characters. I don't know why I did that with you. But there was also a task that just came out a couple weeks ago for the story, which is really cool, too. Come on. Oh, I'm honestly surprised they synced up well. Oh, did I get that kill? I think I did. I'm gonna go chase down Chaos while he slowly wallers over. So if I run into that, oh, come on, no, I wanted to run into that one. Did I get that? I guess I got that kill. Okay, I did. I was a little worried for some reason, even though I shouldn't be. So I was trying to see if I could run into that shield, or that, bomb there just to get an auto guard, just to get some super, but I didn't realize I was already at 9, so I was holding it, but I didn't really need to. Top tier, yeah, it's Cream and Shadow. I mean, obviously you don't count Ultimate Emerald, but... Oh, come on. One thing you have to deal with in this game is there is a lot of hit stack and hit stun and hit lag. We're not having a pre-marriage celebration here. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have enough. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're just gonna... Of course, I only got one of them because everyone else was just flying around. So this is gonna be difficult now. Oh, never mind. I killed him. That hardware specifically. You should. It's fun. Personally, though, I'm hoping that this game gets a remake, or what do they call it? What's the other thing? Speaking of Rouge, this is the worst character in the game. What am I fighting? Sorry, give me 1 second, I spaced out. Alright. Sorry, I had to check on my notes. So I will say, if you ever want to replay this game, one issue with this game is it does have quite a bit of, like, some, like, walls when you're first starting out. That's why, honestly, I recommend for people to just play the game with all the cards unlocked, because, like, cards are not going to be easy to unlock. Oop. Sorry, they're basically almost impossible to unlock, like, by normal means. Okay, I was trying to guard that, but I mistimed it. And you're just gonna get a better experience with playing as Emerald. That's also why I don't really do the base Emerald runs, because they're just not fun to me to play like that. Okay, so I probably should actually explain what the strat for Rouge is. Like, ideally, you'll just do the kick attack. Can you just get up? There we go. Oh, what I was trying to do there... I was trying to guard against that. And you'll do that, like, the green kick, which is the special move, until they start to block it, and then you'll just do a heavy attack until they die. For whatever reason, characters just... Usually what happens when you, like, fight people, with mainly specials, is you'll use one special, and then they'll alternate to guarding against the other special. But, sometimes the characters... Like, for certain moves, sometimes that doesn't always happen, but there are also certain moves where they just aren't as likely in general to, like, automatically guard against. But yeah, what makes Rouge really annoying... First of all, can you die? Alright. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so what makes Rouge really annoying is whenever you jump, you automatically float, so you have to, like, remember to press A every time right after, too. Yeah, duplicate cards have no purpose, and also, let me see, I'm just trying to make sure I read everything. Gas Nightmare, that's nice. Yeah, so basically, the thing about cards, like, they're at the end of the game, once you get to Emerald story, like, there's a virtual training simulator where you can, it's said that if you win, you go through 20 battles and try not to lose a life at any one of them. That's not what I wanted to do. But if you lose a life, you have to redo the whole thing. What they don't tell you like, what they say you win a rare card, but what they don't tell you is that there's no guarantee that you'll not win. Like, I don't know, like, there's no guarantee that you won't win a duplicate, and I've tested it with cheats to, like, just do the virtual training over and over, and it was like, I was getting duplicates almost every time. Like, if you press a button, you win the virtual training, I mean. Just for the sake of, like, testing. And, yeah. Luckily, the thing about Gamma... See, what, like, it's really nice about fighting Gamma, or in the story mode, they're clone robots, usually, is that, if you got... He does explode when he dies, so, like, you can just guard against that and get some free, one-shot meter. Or just rebound, too. Oh my god, really? Actually, I should probably let him... Let's see. Let's see. Wait, okay, forget it. I messed up there. Alright. Also, I'm pretty sure that, when you float, or, like, if you float at the end of the stage, it makes the stage take longer to end. Another thing is, for this, I, will be doing a different loadout for, the FFA, just because the kick strat doesn't really work free-for-all. Like, when you're not doing 1v1. I'm not doing 1v1, just because... the other strat isn't as consistent. So we'll just alternate between, like, doing the spin attack and then the trap explosions here. Come on. This after Advance 2. It does take place in after Advance 2. Personally, I think it takes... Like, it's weird because this game was released before Shadow the Hedgehog, but personally, I'm pretty sure it takes place after that game. Which, I know it's weird, but... the only way this story makes any sense. Winning is everything. Fun fact, this is one of the last roles the original voice cast played as. Also, this match here is almost exactly the same as the last story of Rouge, which I consider like the hardest part of the story mode run. Hopefully it doesn't screw me over as easily. Luckily for this, it's a KO mode instead of a survival mode. Or, it's just, yeah. I guess I should explain what type of game modes. There are 3 different types of game modes. KOs, which is mainly what, this story mode is. Or, mainly what challenge mode is just KOs. You just get the most KOs and you win. And then there's survival, which is, like, be the last one standing, which is more common in story mode. And then there's time mode, which I don't exactly remember. I think it's just to get the most KOs in a certain amount of time. I might be wrong. Also, fun fact about this stage. You only get to this, if I remember correctly, you only can play this stage as an optional at the end, and it's the only time of the game you can actually fight, the story mode where you can actually fight Chaos. And then you can unlock them that way. They're gonna steal my kills! God! Okay, it's fine. You gotta be careful when doing... You gotta be careful when fighting a free-for-all against Chaos, or Gamma, sorry. Which I should also explain about Gamma, if you're wondering why he's here, so he died at the end of SA1. Spoilers. This isn't the same Gamma you're used to in the story mode. He's actually just the parts reused on a different Gamma. Or a different... with a different, mind, I guess. Alright, now time for Amy Rose. Have no fear. At some point I gotta fix my splits, because they are... Alright, hold on. So, fun thing about Amy is we actually found... There's actually some strats found recently. When I say recently, like within the last year or two. But... so Amy has a really slow heal. Hold on a second. So Amy's healing for like one-shot meter is extremely slow, but if you can you please? Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. So I purposely made sure I got to full as soon as possible. There's some glitches in this game where you can retain the meter after you use a super if you do certain things. And it was recently discovered that Amy has one such method. If you use this super spin right as you go off the ledge, you retain the meter, which will be really useful. I mean, it's just really useful. You can imagine. Although it's also annoyingly situational, just because I can't use it after every stock. And there's also no guarantee that you will not guard against the next time, which, as you saw here, he did. So let's see if I can get him to use the super, which he's not going to do. Of course, why wouldn't he? Can you please use your super special? Of course he's not going to use the special. I'm trying to get him to use it. Of course he uses it then. Alright, we're just gonna have to make do. Oh man, that's so annoying when that happens, but what can you do? Yeah, a lot of the games just rely on... Oh, of course, now you use one I could have probably guarded against. A lot of the game is just rolling with the punches. Like, it's a fighting game, so as you can imagine, there's a lot of RNG in just how enemies do or do not cooperate. Alright. Okay, why... Okay, I swear that has never actually happened. Like, I cannot believe that just happened. I usually go off the ledge because you're gonna float down as you're going off the ledge, but for some reason, that one time, I guess it just isn't... She just didn't want to go onto the ground, so I didn't get to keep the meter. Alright, game. Thanks. Well, there's another one, at least one to add to the That's Never Happened counter for this marathon. I try to start out with the spin just because... Just so I don't have to, like... Because it's easier to prepare for, and then I'm gonna try to do it again, but, like... The ideal is, like, I'm gonna try to hit these people over and over until they get super, and then hope that they try to hit me with a super once their meter's full. Though I'm honestly sure there's probably a better way to do this. Stupid kill-stealing dickhead. Alright. Rory Rooch. No. Okay. There we go. Of course. Come on. Use your... some sort of special cream. Okay, cool, I guess. Right, the moment I'm, like, not anticipating it. Really? Over here. Thought I had more health. I didn't think I had enough to do that. Alright, fine. Alright. Okay, I should have just went for that. Fine. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should try the Chaos Tornado. They're probably not they're probably guarding it, but then I'm like, nah, maybe they aren't. Alright, it's fine. Let's jam butt fast. Yeah, the music in this game is... I mean, this is a Sonic game, so of course it's really good. It should be at least a little easier to get my meter up here. Also, I'm gonna go trace after Chaos first. Try to make sure to hit him just a little bit more than... Cool, I guess steal my kill. That's fine, too. I try to do one thing to make sure that I can steal their kills, only to get my kills... Or make sure that they don't get their kills stolen from me, only to get my kills stolen from me anyways. Can you two... Okay. Oh, wait. Really? God, you were both guarding against that. Can you please? No, Alright. You're both incredibly annoying. Yeah, of course you were. Alright. This is the problem with, like, preparing for the strats, is, like, they make it so I have to alternate, and it doesn't always work. And sometimes they just don't use the moves you want them to use when you want them to. Good job, Shirley Fighter Sonic game. Nice. I will say, I don't know what my favorite Sonic game is, but, like, this is definitely high up there. This is definitely probably my favorite Sonic spin-off, at least. And the Gamma Style card. Nice. Call him a cheater. Was. Yeah, I, actually, for Emerald loadouts, I do end up having all of them have Gamma Style, because especially when you fight against them as a different character, it is really useful to have that style. Content, I agreed. stole a kill from me. Tails goes with the corner and heals himself. The thing about these enemies that annoys me is that sometimes they'll just go into the corner and heal themselves, and then they'll mess up everything. Oh my god. Wait, no, give me, oh. Okay, fine. Right, there we go. Alright, cool. Yeah, no, Madtaz64 is really cool. It just, the problem with the way the game is programmed, it's not really, you don't really get a lot of cards, which is a shame. So that's why, like, if this game ever gets remade, I really do hope that Sega just, like, at least, the very least, just gives you an option to start with all the cards unlocked, because I think the game is a lot more fun that way. Okay, so we're gonna try this. Try to get him to full. I'll just have him hit me. Watch. Can you just hit me? Alright, well that's not how I wanted you to do that, but whatever. No, no, no. Ah, god damn it. I didn't want to hit him there for the reason. Alright, it's fine. Watch. He'll just use his super on me, right? Okay. Well, actually, I don't want him to use his super right now. Why don't we use it right after this? Use your super. Use your super. Use your super, Sonic. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about Sonic turning into a gacha mobile game. I really hope they don't try to go that angle. If for nothing else, I just hate mobile games, like playing games on cell phones.
What if they remade Sonic Battle but for mobile with a gacha system?
A what? Oh my god, I had super. What's up?
I was just saying, what if they just remade Sonic Battle for mobile but with a gacha system?
Yeah, that's my problem. The mobile part.
I'm sure that would be a delight that everyone would be excited for.
Yeah, you know what would be better if they should just remake it, but for Apple Arcade exclusive. I'm sure that'll...
Now we're talking. There we go.
It's funny because, like, everyone's like, oh, well, Sonic Dream could be re-released on platforms. It's like, yeah, you know, just like they did with, what was it, the Choo Choo Rocket game. You guys are such losers. Such a dirty thing to say, Amy. Alright. Cream. Now this is like basically the god character, the Meta Knight of Sonic Battle. Wait, that was the wrong loadout. God, whatever. We'll make do. She's also really weak, so you could probably get killed really easily. See? That was easy. Get out of here. Unfortunately, it costed me an entire kill, but we'll live. So as you can tell, they just kind of get decimated by specials. The only issue is, so you also have fast issue healing. The only issue right now is I have to make sure that they are coordinated in terms of what they're not guarding. So that's why I waited before attacking Sonic. So now I can just heal. She has the best healing in the game. Thanks, Sonic. Unreal. I got so screwed over here. God damn it, dude. Fine. And of course, Shadow's... They're both healing on the side, so I have to go out of my way to chase both of them. Oh, man. This game, sometimes, it really just doesn't want me to do the best strats. This is the kind of thing you have to deal with when you're fighting in Sonic Battle. Sometimes the enemies will just walk away to heal, and sometimes they'll just walk away to just stand there and do nothing. You may be asking, what's the point of that? I don't know. I didn't program the game. They always know when to speedrun. Yeah, they're just watching me right now. Getting cheesed. Ah! The good thing about this attack, too, with Rouge is she is not, oh my god, floating up in the air. Over here. Amy, so help me God. Will you please? Thank you. Luckily, Rouge takes forever to get to where I am, so I have plenty of time to heal. Oh my god. Shit. Alright, let me just wait. So Rouge, where is she? There you are. Alright. Yeah, I actually have probably the most vivid memories of Cream's story. I thought that was really cool, too. I agree. And I'm not just saying that to... I'm literally, like, not just saying that. I actually do... It was probably my favorite story in the game. Because also, it also helps that, like, when you get to that part of the game, you're also have, like, actually a decent loadout by that point. So you're not, like, just weak and base M roll. Okay, well, there we go. I still haven't finished Chronicles. I need to one day, even though it's not canon, which honestly kind of deters me from wanting to finish it. It's third to last. Because you got Cream, then Shadow, then Emerald Story. There's an example of Tails just standing there doing nothing for no reason. Luckily they aren't always chasing after me, but... Alright. Oh yeah, I was like wondering where I saw your name. I thought I recognized it. Thank you! I'm so glad he actually ran into me. Well, I was trying to... Okay, okay, we're fine as long as we can... Okay, we'll just get Rombo comboed, I guess. How did that miss both of you? Whatever. How did you go? There we go. Okay. Alright. Luckily, even with mistakes, like, this story is, like, or this challenge mode is definitely one of the, if not the fastest. For my last decree is SAR speed. Alright, so it shall be. Wait, when did that game come out? 2008, right? Or was it 2000? Yeah, it was 2008, right? I guess technically no, unfortunately it doesn't count. Oh well. What's up, Airy TV? If I have a free moment to heal, it'd be nice, but it's not gonna happen. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the game's actually pretty fun from what I remember. It's just the game music is really bad because they made the game in a week, or they had to redo the music in a week, not the game itself.
Initiating recovery mode.
Luckily, these two were kind of slow in general. I mean, Gamma's fast, but he doesn't usually try to use his dash attack.
Initiating recovery mode.
So.
Initiating recovery mode. Initiating recovery mode.
There we go.
Recovery mode.
Starting attack. He got through the entire game without changing emeralds once. Damn. Couldn't be me. Speaking of Gamma. Gamma's kind of pain. He has one good special, but the other one is not. Like, other ones are not. Like, and I really tried to, like, make... Oh, I'd say, of course, he's guarding this one at the beginning. I really tried to make, like, the other one work, like, others work, but this is the only one I've been able to get to work. I was actually trying to get, like... I was actually trying to get, like, an alternate starting special working like yesterday, but it just wasn't as successful as I hoped, because, like, the problem, like, I was trying to, like, use the traps, but the problem is his traps, like, don't even hit people. I didn't even get a free move because these two are too fast. Okay. See, luckily he does have that explosion, so, like, I can just use that to, like, hit them. I can steal kills easily. You want to guard against that? No? Okay. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on, come on. Oh. Wait, I think that did work. course, they're both guarding that when it would be most convenient for them not to guard that, but whatever.
Mission completed.
Gamma, size Falco. Block him in combo. Gamma explodes. Does it count as a hurt box? Yeah, it does. That's like probably would not be able to do this as easily if it weren't for that. Also, one benefit of Gamma is his healing is really fast. Also, with this move, if you charge it, you can actually kill people in 2 hits. But good luck charging it. Does that not count for me? Oh my god. Alright, whatever. Okay, I just need to hit Knuckles. There we go.
Mission completed.
Battle of the slows. Well, I guess Gamma's not slow, but... Luckily, this one's a lot less chaotic, because you only have to fight Chaos. Ironic, I know, but... What was this a response to? All runs in this... Oh wait, whoops. Well, I did not mean to use this right now. Fine, there you go. Oh, all the runs in this are canceled. Damn. You're now watching Sonic Chronicles. Can I get a chance to attack? Please? Man. Yes and no. I mean, yeah, it's one of the slower heals for the special, but it's not terrible. I mean, okay, well, it's not that great, but it's not the worst. It's probably below average. Comparing to, I mean, I would say, like, Shadows or Amy's are the slowest. There we go. Yeah, Sonic's is pretty bad, too.
Mission completed.
All the Hedgehogs are bad at healing. I want to say Shadows is, I don't know for sure. Amy's might... I don't know. I think they're all, like, just probably equal. Of course, Shadow gets both kills. Or 2 kills already. that's right. Oh. I can't hit them. She's trying to use her my strat against me. I might as well just do that. It's a lot more successful. Can I hit there? Yes! Okay. I can't believe you! He stole my kills! Ah! Whatever. Alright, that's good enough.
Mission completed.
Mission completed. The last battle, thank you. Honestly, I might change this order, like, if I do another run, to do this first, just cause, but I don't know. Hope you guys are enjoying this beeping, by the way.
Initiating recovery mode.
All that, I didn't hit a single person. Oh, sorry, were you saying something?
Sorry, I was just going to mention that I think it came up way earlier in chat, but you're playing this on hardware, right?
Yeah, I'm playing this on Game Boy Interface, which is a software that makes the Game Boy player actually better, like less latency or like less input lag and just more accuracy. It's a speedrunning version, so it's compatible with speedrunning, or it's legal for speedruns.
That is really cool. We love to see hardware runs, especially on really obscure games like this one. That's
Yeah.
just really cool.
I am losing hardcore to Amy right now. Okay, hold on.
Recovery mode.
Yes! Okay, that's good. That was really good. Worried it wouldn't hit all of them.
Initiating recovery.
Did that not hit? Oh, okay. That hit someone. There we go.
Mission.
Yeah, Game Boy player, but it has a software called Game Boy Interface, which lets you basically play games better. There are different versions of it, and the one I'm using is the speedrunner version, because it's the most accurate. Also, we're going to be playing as Chaos right now, because I said so. He's the slowest character. There's a little bit of tech I learned. It's not super useful, but, or like last night, it's not super great. Also, his healing is actually also really slow. But you can kind of run faster, or at least cancel out the dash like this, but I mean it's not super applicable, but it is something. I figured I'd show off while I'm talking. I'll set it up. All you really need is a Wii and a GameCube memory card and a selection of games you can run it on, or that like GameCube games. Like, right now, I'm using my Paper Mario Thousand Year Door disc to load the Game Boy player up. Oh yeah, he does squint. Alright, hope you enjoy your food. Don't starve. I still think this is a really cool addition. Also, you can't hear it in this mode, or you won't hear it in this mode, but in anywhere else but when you go to fight Chaos in the Emerald story. But he does have like a really awesome theme that I really wish more people would hear of, because it is really good, or like more people would remix. Get back here. I do know that you could request that because, like, there is a pretty sizable, like, modding scene for, like, making skins and stuff. I don't know how active it is at present, but... Oh, wow, that's actually really... you know what? I'm just gonna try to kill him the normal way, and then we'll kill him... Of course, I can't. It's not gonna let me kill him without using specials. Please, I don't want to use... I want to use the balls to kill him. Thank you. There we go. Oh, what controller am I using? I'm actually using my Game Boy Advance SP. I don't know how many people realize this with the Game Boy Player, but if you use the Game Boy Advance to GameCube cable on your GameCube, you can actually use the Game Boy Advance to play the games. And, I mean, I do that for authenticity's sake, but the problem is the battery. I do have a cable that lets me actually charge the SP and use the GC cable at the same time, but I like using the one I have now because I like the stupid looking little what do they call this? The design of what is it called? The official model. Oh yeah, that's a good point to mention. If you're a cultured Sonic fan like me, haha, no. If you guys might know about sprite comics and sprite animations. I mean, I know, what was it, Super Mario Bros. Z. 90% of all Sonic sprite comics use the assets from this game specifically, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, especially, like, when you were when we were around the 2000s, the only other Sonic game that really had sprites used of it were, like, the classic games. But it's more like these games were more used, so this one also has a nostalgia in that sense. I used to read sprite comics all the time for a while. Oh man, I can't even mention some of them because, like, some of the bigger ones especially had, like, a lot of problematic creators, so it sucks, but it definitely helped a lot when I was younger. Days of DeviantArt. I remember I was almost considering making a sprite comic too, and I even made a sprite edit of, like, my favorite Chow that I had in my garden, and then I just never did anything with it. What could have been? Flipno Studio. I had the Flipno Studio. I was trying to make an animation on that, and then I just never did either, because there was, like, a Zelda contest, and I was gonna make one based on, like, Link's Awakening, and then I never finished it, because I was, like, busy with school. At the time, college. Get over here. Where's Rouge? She's always just floating around doing nothing. Get over here. Let me kill you in peace. Now she's like all the way at the other end of the world. That didn't even count for me. What the hell, Tails? Dude, everyone's just not cooperating, and, like, it takes forever to go. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Die. You know, I didn't actually want that to work out that way. Thanks, Gamma. I can't get myself into position properly because of my speed. Well, I'm losing to Tails right now, who's just sitting there over in the corner. I wanted to guard. Oh, I did guard that. Okay. I'm about to lose to Tails. Just please die. Please die. Please die. Please die. Please die. Oh my god, I almost lost to Tails. Jesus. It's fine. I would have had to redo the entire thing. Welcome back. Oh, man. Okay, luckily this is not going to be as chaotic. Okay, maybe it will be, because Amy's decided she wants to guard something different. Here, you got your whole room to make yourself feel special. You don't need to keep going with it. Oh yeah, by the way, this song is actually one of my favorite songs in the game. Like, I'm not even exaggerating, it is really good. Can you... Okay, I'm just gonna wait for Amy to respawn before... Why? I don't want to... Just, like... Ah, damn it, Amy. Okay, it's fine. Watch. I got super now. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna throw this ball, and they're gonna hit both of them. Hell yeah, let's go, dude. We're all synced up and again, I think. Get at it. Why do you not hit the wall? Thank you. Okay, I just need to throw balls at one more person. Okay, you're just... That's fine. I'm just gonna do this then, because it's faster anyways to kill you like this. I have to get my kill stolen by Cream. Last stage, son. It's just like Sonic Adventure. Time to party. Get over here. What? Oh, he's guarding that again. Okay. Fine. So I'd like him to try to use this. I might try to goad him into trying to use a super on me, just because I don't have to hit him full time. Oh, there we go. Hell yeah. Because the ball... Are you kidding me? You were guarding the balls this time? Okay. We're gonna try to throw the balls on them with the super because they take 4 hits to kill while the up aerial... Why do you keep guarding against the balls? Oh my god! The aerial takes only 2 hits to kill him. Yo, 69 viewers. Nice!
Nice.
Can we get to 69,000 by the end of the stream? Or whatever. 690. Yo, somebody leave.
We should see if we can hit $690 on the donation count, because we are of course raising money. We are of course raising money for Extra Life, so be sure to get your donations in for that, because it's already been a crazy it's already been a crazy amount of support for the first 2 runs already, so we gotta keep that train coming. Donate right now for Sonic Battle. Honestly, shoutouts to all the obscure Sonic game runners, like, you know, people that run Sonic Battle. Very, very obscure game, but
it's so weird that this is an considered an obscure game. Like, I get it, but you wouldn't think you'd have to use the word obscure for a Sonic game.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, so this is Emerald, the title character, the main... basically the main character of this game. I am using a loadout where he's extremely broken because it's faster and more fun. So you might have at the start noticed that I used a combo move. That's one of the moves you get from the password, and I specifically have it set to Chaos's counter, mainly because a lot of this thing is set up for story mode. Oh wait, hold on, sorry. I'm like spacing out on my loadout here. Where Chaos, like you basically, one of the things you have to do is kill without using any specials, and at the end of... because it kills the way it kills, you, it doesn't count as a special until the end of the move. And I'll try to alternate by jumping and using an aerial attack, which is his base jump form. You can do a retention strat with that, but it's not really necessary with Emerald just because you heal so fast. But ideally what I do is I start out with the combo move, kill, heal up, and then by the time they respawn, just spam the ball at them. Or I could do... well, okay, it's not going to work that well if I do it this way. So I just kind of screwed up trying to show something. The thing I should really just wait until... okay, hold on one second. Fortunately, it's hard to like hit all three of them once without dying. Marathon literally started 4:40 p.m. Nice. Is this the one with the one player? Okay. There's a couple of retention ways you can actually retain your meter with Emerald super moves, which I'll show shortly. For example, his third attack, well, they can guard against it, but hopefully this time they won't guard against it. His third attack counts as a super, and so do his back upper attack, which the only thing is they can guard against those. They can't guard against the other two specials. Where is he? But yeah, as you can see there, his meter is completely filled up now. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, I thought that would hit him. The hitbox for the ultimate third attack is really jank, so sometimes you can just hit him from like I've seen a ridiculous distance. You got those codes, yeah. Finishing blows, quick uppercut. I actually haven't done a lot of testing with the other codes, but I know for a fact that this one was the slowest. Also, this is like the most chaotic battle. I'm just fighting everyone with the same loadout. So I gotta be careful here, because I can die from the explosions of myself. Honestly, I am amazed at how well this is working out. So we're just gonna use that, and one of them's gonna run into that and die. Yeah, luckily it's not that hard to tell, just because you can, what's it called? Oh, wait. Whoops, I messed up the strat here. Let me... alright, whatever. We're just gonna go with it. There's a new strat I came up with, because like I mentioned, there was a task that was shown, and you can do retention strats. And I was gonna do that here, but... it's fine. We can just do this strat here. I'll show it for the next battle. Getting color should have been unlocked from the start, yeah. Yeah, I have like a different, cooler looking color load. Like, well, I like this color loadout too, but okay. Actually, we can show this retention right now. I messed it up. Awesome. It's kind of a hard strat to do, but it is possible once you get the hang of it. Okay. Let's see if she tries to hit me with a super. I'm gonna try to get Goater into hitting me with a super here. Come on, hit me with a super. You're taking too long. Forget it. Emerald's parents are fighting. Yep. Of course she hits me with a super when I'm like not even seeing it coming. Alright, it's fine. Watch. Timing is a little jank. It's harder with Sonic, as my opinion, than with Emerald, but it also doesn't help that you have like a higher jump. But yeah, as you can see there, if I use the attack right as I land on the ground, like it hits them and it counts as a kill, but it doesn't kill, or it doesn't lose your meter. So ideally you want to do that for most of it. I do know speedrunning a game. I speedrun it on and off, and I have been speedrunning it on and off for quite a few years. I do have a YouTube video actually. Wait. Okay, so this is where I want to use the actual strat of my what's it, not any percent PB, but my or no, yeah, my all stories upgraded Emerald PB, which is like sub 3 hours. I do want to actually improve that someday. So the strat here, by the way, is to just get killed, I guess. But I'm just gonna spam this. I learned this because I was watching the task do this. Alright. And they basically just spam the, Of course, I just screw up. I'm just gonna... They just spam the ground trap over and over on the enemies while they're guarding, because usually what I've noticed is like a lot of enemies will start by spamming or guarding against traps. Come on, use your supers. You both have supers. There we go. I'm just okay, it's fine. Alright. And then you just wait for them to hit you. So we're not gonna expend it in the first... No, the super... So it does get... It does sort of... Like, it counts for both your hitbox of your character and for the wind. If that makes any sense. So that's part of why it works, is because you could use it for both the hitbox of your character and, actually, we're gonna try to see if... Alright. Okay, I'm backwards and I don't want to be right now. Okay. We've just been chilling in the corner for the past, like, 5 minutes. Where are you? Where's she now? I can't see her. There we go. I think it's a fun game to speedrun, though. It is frustrating, though, I will say, but what fighting game isn't frustrating to speedrun? I've come to realize, like, I kind of really like speedrunning fighting games. Like, I speedrun quite a bit of Smash Ultimate 2 for a while. And I would like to go back to that someday, but the only category I really want to do is, like, way too long for me to just be able to dedicate time to because of my work schedule. Which is just all challenges, no online for that game. Of course, this is a problem. Oh, this is not a problem. Can I move? No, of course not. Okay. Wait, actually, we can make this work. Please use your Super Amy. Hell yeah. Alright. I mentioned this earlier, but, like, this game's hit stun is really bad. Like, you barely have time to respond when you want to, half the time. Also, thank you for the Raid Pancake Ninja games. I like pancakes. So, ow. I might have noticed I've been using a different loadout for 3v1s, just because the strat for 3v1s isn't as fast as just this one.
Recovery mode. Recovery mode.
Dude, I love War of the Light. I don't understand. I mean, I sort of understand the hate, but, like, I think it's just a really cool and well-developed mode. Or, like, I think it's just an extended version of event matches from Smash. Like, Brawl, Melee and Brawl and stuff. And I just really love all the references that are in the game. Oh yeah, of course, Subspace, it doesn't compare to Subspace, but that mode would take, like, do you mean 100% or... Because the speedrun for any percent, like, new games, like, 2-ish hours, new game plus is 3 hours, and then for, like, 100% for World of Life is 6-ish, 5 or 6 hours. Also, now we're Tails. Tails doesn't really use the specials that often, because I found that just jumping in the air and doing an infinite spin is kind of more beneficial overall.
Initiating recovery mode.
Get over here, Rooch. I don't know. Maybe it's not faster, but I found, like, Tails' supers are just kind of annoying to use.
Recovery mode.
But yeah, when I was saying all towns online, a lot of the reason why that's like an almost 8.5 hour, 9 hour run is because of World of Light. There's like 600 battles you have to do. And a lot of loading downtime.
Recovery mode.
Ready for me? It's the favorite voice, everyone's favorite Tails voice actor. Did that not kill anyone? Oh my god, it really didn't.
Initiating recovery mode.
Okay. Hell yeah, there we go. Medium punch.
Recovery mode.
Is that from like a reference to One Punch Man? Or am I just missing something completely here? I feel like I'm missing a joke completely here. I also did the wrong loadout, but whatever. Iron Man Infinite. Like, from one of the Marvel vs. Capcom games, I'm guessing? I feel like I did see that recently, but I might be wrong. I don't know. As much as I said I enjoy speedrunning fighting games, I actually really have not played many fighting games as most, I guess, some people. And I certainly just never really go to tournaments, just because I don't really want to treat playing a video game like a full-time job. Are you kidding me, dude? PlayStation All-Stars. I guess I probably play quite a bit. It's just I haven't really played much of like many of the Street Fighters. I never really played Mortal Kombat. I never played much of Tekken. Most of what is fighting games I've played are like I mean, I did play Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I did have that, and I did play a little bit of 2, but it's mostly just like Smash Brothers. I mean, this and Soul Calibur series. It's Castlevania Judgment. Yeah, I've heard people love that game. Although I did want to actually try out, what was the game? Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. I heard that one. That game looks legit. I've heard some of the music from it, like Roll's theme is really good in it. I also have Dragon Ball FighterZ. I still need to actually play the story mode in that, because it did look fun. That's probably the main reason I even know about it. Actually, I did play that game once at a, there was an arcade, it had it in an arcade a few years back, and I was surprised. PlayStation All-Stars. Okay, I did play that one, and I hated it. You can't actually kill people unless you do special attack. It's really dumb.
No, my love.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's a goofy game for sure, but it has a special place in my heart.
Am I dead? Yes, I am. Where is everyone? Really? Okay, that's fine. I must be getting stronger. Okay, they seem to be cooperating really well right now, which is suspicious, but... Oh man. Damn. Somebody does not like Sackboy in this game. The mod team. Who's ready for multiverses to play like Brawl when it comes out finally again next month? They just like turn the speed down to like 25% in that game from what I've seen footage of. Okay, but hear me out. What if they patched Bayonetta and Smash Ultimate to play more like she did in Smash 4? I'm sure everyone would love that, right? I guess I'm just about to get muted right now. Get over here, Sonic. By the way, if we're talking like Smash, I'm totally just gonna use this as an opportunity to chill Brawl Minus, the best Brawl mod, and also Smash Remix. Legit, unironically, one of the best Smash mods. Period. Smash 64.
I'm not sure if you see it, but I can see it in my chat just saying Tetris persevere timed out Madtaz64.
Yeah, I see it.
20 seconds.
I will not be.
Do not hear them out right now.
Project Plus. Isn't that like just the That's just like an extension of Project M, right? See, my thing about Project M was always I mean I've grown to appreciate Melee for what it is, but when I was younger I really just found Melee kind of depressing. I think the only thing that really made me not having as much of an issue as Melee is when Smash 4 came out. That game legit infuriates me. Oh, come on. Like, every time I play that for a long, like, at least the first year, it would just piss me off in some way. Like, the challenge, on the Wii U version especially, because the challenges in that game are just unnecessarily difficult. Like, I spent, like, an entire month or two right before Smash Ultimate came out grinding achievements, or challenges, and I didn't get them finished until, like, the day Smash Ultimate came out. I was finishing the last one, because they're either, like, extremely long or unreasonably hard. Never again, dude. Especially with their damn potluck system, which made me learn to hate the pot system so much. Because if you die once, you can't just continue. You're forced to. Also, we're about to be at time. Alright, and time. Alright, GG's.
GG's, very nicely done.
Thank you. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed my speedrun. That was all characters. If you like this game, I mean, I guess you could follow my Twitch. I also, I might try running this game more. I might try to run this game a bit for next week or two, but I'm mainly focused on another game, that I'm trying to get a gold done before, the TTYD remake comes out, but I probably will try running this again after that, because I know there's another marathon that I will try to submit for, Sonic and the not Sonic things. I don't remember exactly the name, it was like Sidekicks or something. But, yeah, also, I was gonna put it on my webcam window, but I totally forgot, so I'm just gonna take an opportunity to show the fact that I'm an animator, and I make animations. So, if you want to watch those, you can go there and follow my animation Twitter. I actually have some Sonic theme animations that I posted over the past few months. 1 second. Sonic and the DNA casinos, exactly. There isn't a lot of people speedrunning this game, but if you have questions, you know, let me know. As I mentioned previously, there is also a Sonic Battle Discord. I can probably see if I can find a link for that real quick, if people really want. Let's see, invite people. Invites are disabled. Well, there was also a Sonic Cast release recently, which I guess I'll post here just because that'll have the link to the Discord. Make things easier on me. But anyways, like, yeah, just let me know when you want me to kick myself off, and I'll be good to go. Thank you guys for watching.
Alright, yeah. Thank you very much, Madtaz, for that really cool run. Like I mentioned before, I've never actually really gotten to know Sonic Battle a lot, so just seeing this run was really cool.
Yeah,
definitely very cool experience for sure.
Yeah, you can just, if you play this game, for sure, if you try playing this game, I would absolutely recommend putting a Game Shark code in just to unlock all the cards, because you'll have some walls, like, especially, like, the first Knuckles fight will be kind of a wall, and it's just more fun to play as Emerald with all the stuff unlocked, but that's just how I feel. It's up to you. Please remake this game, Sega.
I hear you on that one. It'd be really cool to see this game see some love and attention. So I'm sure the Discord link would be in the speedrun.com page, I would assume.
The Discord link should be in the YouTube video for the Sonic Battle community, but they're more focused on like actual matches.
Okay, makes sense, makes sense. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this run. We'll be setting up, going back to break, and setting up for Natborn Killer, who will be doing Tails emblems in Sadix. Once again, thank you Madtaz for a wonderful showcase, but we will just kick it off to the break screen. Any last words?
No, bye.